What a wonderful day. Let's get our day started. I like waking up and hearing all the birds and stuff and nature. And then, yeah, just all that sound is nice.
In the mood for my 80s playlist today. Today it's arm day, traps, abs, cardio every day. And yeah, so thankfully my arm injury from basketball where I almost broke my arm in half, the pain only lasted 2 days. I thought I was gonna have to take a week off from biceps, but only 2 days.
Just came home from the gym and my landlord had some food to offer. I forgot what this is called, but it's fucking good. It's taco time. So I like to use butter to cook my food instead of using a cooking spray. So add a little bit of butter in there. For the seasoning, I just added into the cap of garlic powder, pepper, grinded sea salt. Just add it all in there and I sprinkle it on top. Then I warm up the tortillas until the cheese becomes bubbly, and I put that in a separate plate. Then I add some sour cream. It's light, so less calories. Then top it off with some buffalo sauce, and you got yourself some good ass tacos. Who are you? No, you're not. Just his wife. I mean, why would you know where he is, right? So now exporting my final audition.
And then I'm gonna write some more today. I actually have some emails to send in regards to some projects and invoices and stuff like that. And then I will be working tomorrow. I haven't received my call time yet. And I'm actually gonna do some toy photography first. So I'll show you guys that. So right now taking some pictures of the new DC Multiverse Batfleck figure. And here's one of them. I just took out. Let me see, show you guys. Here's one of them. I could probably make it darker. So what I've been considering, because I don't really use this camera anymore, it's pretty outdated. It's like probably like 10 years old. Actually, I think it's exactly 10 years old. And I really only use it for the occasional toy picture. So what I want to do tonight to test something out is take the same exact picture but on my phone and see if it makes such a huge difference. Because I was considering selling it because I don't really use this. So I did just take one on my phone, and I guess I'll put them side by side and you guys tell me what you think in the comments. So the only downside is that the zoom on this, when I zoom in on the phone, I have to frame it differently than when I do with the camera. And it was just like quick. I didn't put my phone on a tripod or anything, just real quick with my hands. And what I'd sometimes do when I shoot on my camera, I use my phone screen as like a soft light over whatever I'm photographing if it's in the dark. But now since I'm actually using my phone for the picture, I gotta use this. And it actually came out better than I thought. I thought when I zoomed in, because I zoomed in all the way to get the close-up shot, it would decrease the quality, and it wasn't bad. So I'm gonna compare them side by side after this video, and I'll consider selling my camera. But like if I were to zoom in, I could definitely tell the difference between this picture and my phone picture. The phone picture is gonna be not as high quality when I zoom in, but who the hell is gonna be zooming into my pictures? I mean, look at that quality. You could even see the little on the cape. You could kind of see it on the phone picture, but not as much. So in terms of like zooming in and the quality still being there, the camera's obviously gonna win, but the overall quality with the picture zoomed out is still pretty damn close. I'm gonna do some more revisions tonight. So what I do when I'm just revising, as in like changing some dialogue, reading over, see what I can change, I just start reading wherever I left off the last time that I revised it. But when I'm specifically looking for scenes to add or plot points to add every night, I always start right from the beginning of the script, and I start reading it through like it's my first time watching it, or I guess reading it, and then I see where the story naturally goes based off what I've written before, and then maybe on page 10 I'm like, I feel like instead of this happening, maybe this could happen before scene 11. So then I add a new scene, and then that new scene is the new scene 11, and then the old scene 11 either doesn't make sense with the new scene and I have to cut it out, or it becomes scene 12. So I added the new scene that I added, I believe was on scene 10. So now I'm going to start again from the top and go through and see what other scenes I can add. And yeah, that's pretty much my method when it comes to adding new scenes. This is the first time that I have to write like this, because when I wrote my first feature film, spending some time together, when I revised it, I didn't really go back and add new things. I changed how some of the things happened, but I didn't go, I want to add a scene that does this or that. The script, the story stayed the same. I just changed some things, some dialogue, some actions and stuff like that. So this is the first time that I'm actually going back on the script and revising it and going like, I think I could add a couple of more pages. Let me see what scenes I could come up with, only if it's natural. If it's forced, I'm not just gonna add a scene for the sake of it. If it helps the story, helps develop the characters, I'll add it. But I'm not just gonna add a scene. If, let's say, right now I'm at 89 pages, so technically I'm good. I have a movie, an hour and 30 minutes. But let's say I have 50 pages, right? And I'm like, damn, I don't know what to add. I'll put the script down, and then in a couple months, a couple weeks, when I get some new ideas of what to add, I'll keep thinking about it on a day-to-day basis. When I think something's appropriate, I'll add it. But just because I want to make it longer, I'm not going to sit there and force myself to think something that doesn't naturally flow with the stories and the character and whatever. So that's pretty much how I handle it. It's kind of funny how writing these additional scenes, how it's going, because I'm sitting down and I have no idea what scene I'm going to write, no idea what's going to happen. It's just, so I start reading, like I said, from the top, and I get to that new scene that I added, and I'm like, well, if the main character's staying up all night doing a job, a mob job, it's going to affect school, and the teacher's going to notice, blah, blah, blah. Like I mentioned in my last video in regards to the scene I added in the last video, the teacher noticing. And I'm like, well, if the teacher notices, that means his mom's going to notice too. Like, he's sleeping all day, and she's not going to want that because she wants him to do good in school, blah, blah, blah. So then right after that scene with the teacher being like, you know, if you need anything, you can talk to me. I notice you haven't been focusing. You've been falling asleep late. If anything's going on, talk to me. Right after that scene, I add a scene of the dad, you know, after the 1 week gig is over. He congratulates his son and stuff, but in a very snobby way, his own, you know, like, man, you should get some sleep. You know, you look like fucking shit, compared to the teacher being warm and nice. So you get the contrast. Two different ways of saying, hey, I'm here for you if you need it. But one way is the right way and the other way is the fucked up way. And then right after that scene of the dad and son, the main character, it's the mom noticing that he's been sleeping all day. So she brings it up to the dad. He's like, hey, you know, what the hell's going on? Blah, blah, blah. And the dad's like, you know, well, fucking leave me alone. It was a one-time thing. You know, I don't got time for this shit. And then they have like an argument in a scene that's like, let me see, it's 2 pages. Yeah, 2 pages and a half. So yeah, I'm just gonna keep doing that every day, just starting from the top, and then it's all cause and effect. Something happens in story, there has to be an effect. You know, sprinkles into other parts of the characters' lives, their relationships, and you choose whether you want to show that or not, if it's gonna advance the story. In my case, I want to show these characters' relationships to each other, so when certain things happens later in the script, you know, you feel something like, oh damn, you know, like I saw that building up early in the script, in the story, in the movie, whatever, and then now it's like, damn, you know. Now it blew up. It's like a ticking time bomb. And that's it for tonight. Always remember, you can accomplish anything if you set your mind to it. Peace.